Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, Tigray interim government and TPLF issued statements last night. Uh, Tigray president issued a statement about city councils, and TPLF reacted to a statement issued earlier this week by Getachew government when Getachew government's cabinet held a meeting, and the cabinet said that the security forces would continue their work under the guidance of Tigray president and Tigray interim cabinet. EPLF reacted strongly to this statement of Tigray cabinet last night. Secondly, viewers, uh, second news story is from Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Are youths being arbitrarily arrested in the capital city? Several families are complaining that their sons have been arrested and no charges have been filed. The status of these arrested people is not clear. Where are they? Why were they arrested? Let's start from Tigray views, where two statements came last night. First one is from Tigray government. Tigray interim government, Tigray president has written a letter to the Wareda level, local level governments and administrators. Tigray government says that the interference by TPLF in city councils is illegal. That no private party can interfere with the affairs of city councils, local councils. In recent days, TPLF Debretsion wing has been firing pro-Getachew group people from city councils. City councils in the areas which are TPLF Debretsion wing strongholds are under TPLF control. So city governments, you can say, are under their control. City councils are almost dysfunctional, or you can say the city councils are working under the instructions of TPLF Debretsion wing in Debretsion wing controlled areas. But in Getachew group controlled areas, city councils are operating in accordance with the instructions being passed by Tigray interim government. So Getachew government says that the alleged interference by TPLF Debretsion wing in city council affairs is illegal, and those who are interfering will be held. Getachew government can only issue statements. I don't think it can take action. TPLF is in control. TPLF Debretsion is in control. I mean, Getachew cannot hold a meeting in Shire. Can he make changes to city council in Shire, in Adwa, in Exom? I don't think so. Secondly, TPLF issued a statement as well last night. 3 days ago, Tigray interim cabinet was seen holding a meeting. Getachew Reda presided over the meeting. And after the meeting, Verde was there too, deputy head of the interim government, head of security forces. After the meeting, Tigray interim government issued a statement saying that the security forces will continue their work in accordance with instructions and guidance being provided by the president and interim cabinet. So interim government implied that security forces were under its control. I mentioned that in a video if you remember. TPLF reacted strongly to that Tigray government statement. Last night, TPLF issued a statement. Firstly, TPLF said that Tigray security forces are autonomous. They're not under interim government. Uh, Secondly, it said that if Tigray security forces come under the control of interim government of Tigray, it means indirectly Tigray security forces will come under the control of federal government of Ethiopia, central government. And Tigray security forces will lose their autonomy. Tigray security forces are not part of the federal government or Tigray interim government. First point. TPLF wants Tigray security forces to be autonomous. Security forces should not be under the interim government or federal government. Firstly. Secondly, TPLF says that the mandate of interim government has expired. Its tenure has expired. It was 6-month tenure. It has expired. Interim government is not an elected and constitutional government. It is an interim government. It has specific tasks and assignments. It can only fulfill the tasks which has been assigned to it. It is not a fully empowered, constitutional, legally elected government. That is why security forces don't fall under the Tigray interim government. This is the situation that TPLF wants Tigray security forces to be independent, while Tigray security forces chief Getachew Reda is deputy head of Tigray interim government, while Getachew is head of interim government. Whatever happens, Tigray security forces will be one of the main players in Tigray because each party, both of the two parties, both parties want Tigray security forces to be on their sides. Where are they playing very cool, very smart, not taking any sides publicly? But his role is very crucial. By the way, is interim government's period just 6 months? If the tenure was 6 months, why did TPLF remain silent? Getachew in power for more than a year, but TPLF remained silent. While it was on board with TPLF, while it was on board with interim government, it never raised questions about the tenure of interim government. Now it says that the interim government's tenure has expired. Secondly, viewers, arrests are being made in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Youths are being arrested for unknown reasons. Families are complaining. They say that youths are being arrested, no reasons are being provided, and then youths are being taken to unknown locations. Arrested by security forces, definitely. Not clear what is the reason, but it is being said that the security forces have launched operations to identify the elements which could spoil or which could be a threat on the upcoming big celebrations this week. This week, Damra, Mescal celebrations will be held. Richa will also be celebrated. We could see huge gatherings in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. The security forces, it seems, are terrorizing people, I would say. Terrorizing, if it is the right word. They are trying to terrorize youths that no one should think of creating any law and order situation on these occasions. Otherwise, action will be taken. That is why, before the start of the holding of these programs, security forces have started their operations. Random checkings are underway. Youth suspected of having links with extremist elements, with armed groups are being arrested. And Most of the time, these arrests are illegal because after the arrests, these people, these youth should be taken to a court. A judge should decide whether the youth should remain in custody or should they be released, but they're not being taken to courts. They'll be kept in custody until Ericha Mescal are over. Thank you for watching.